Hurricane Fiona, who visited us this weekend just a couple of days before the 5-year anniversary of Hurricane Maria. Puerto Rico was hit by this massive storm, Hurricane Fiona. And I want to talk about what we saw. So I've done this exercise now at least 5 or 6 times in my life that I can think of, where I go out and I drive after the storm to see what has happened and to see where we can meet somebody's need, who do we need to pitch in and help, where are our neighbors in trouble. That this morning I woke up, I had all of this emotion about this stuff that I didn't have yesterday, that I just wanted to hopefully do a better job of expressing how powerful 20 inches of water coming down a mountain in such a short period of time is. This is more rain than anybody in our lifetime has ever seen. I can say that pretty safely because it's been 125 years since anybody has seen this amount of rain, over 20 inches of rain in this short a period of time to hit the island of Puerto Rico. And this storm really packed a punch. It took a big bite out of the island. You can see all of the work that's going to need to be done, and it is massive. Let's talk about what 20 inches of water does to an island. It rips the road apart like a hot knife going through butter. It knocked cars down the river. It took away bridges. It even knocked houses off of their foundation. The mudslides, the water just finds a way. It is massive. It piles up on the mountain and it comes down and it goes wherever the hell it wants to go. And it's not good. We saw new roads since Hurricane Maria, brand new roads. They don't even have potholes, and they got ripped, shredded into pieces. Huge chunks of concrete just flipped over on its side, and the water rushing across. Yesterday, we saw at least 6 different groups of people get together at different locations and go in different areas of the island. So they're just going out. They don't have an agenda. They're not looking for a photo opportunity. They're just going out to meet people in their need and be generous with their time, to be generous with their resources, and hopefully encourage you guys to partner with us. Pick one of these links, right? So we've got a couple of opportunities where you can come in with us, where we've identified a need, and we're with Rio Rico and partnering with the Hurricane Relief Mission and those guys who are doing just great work, but they're going to need money, right? And they're going to need it quickly, and we need to move faster than the governments ever will. That's what the force of generous people can do. It's an amazing thing. And then the other thing that we've also done is we've partnered with this absolutely amazing entrepreneur. Her name is Yami Abreu, and she has a company called Posadas Puerto Rico is her site, and she was using that site to encourage tourism and to help people to find tourist places. Well, she's trying to bridge the gap now between the people who have been displaced by this hurricane and put them into actually these places that were formerly going to be used for tourism. The amazing thing about Yami, I didn't even know this, is I'm talking to her probably a half a dozen times yesterday as we're setting up a GoFundMe account she set up, and we're setting up a place where you can give through Global Focus for Posadas to meet the need of housing for people who have been displaced from the storm. All day long I talked to her and I never even knew it, but if you see, as we collected some video and some pictures that people had been sitting in, and I was putting them all in one spot to give to Adon so that we could make this video, there's a house here that's got an arrow pointing to it, and the house is completely underwater, and you can just see this house with the arrow pointing to it. Well, that's actually Yami's house. I talked to her again at least a half a dozen times yesterday. She never once mentioned it. All she mentioned was that she's going to help the people that have been displaced, that she's going to find shelter for these people. I think it's amazing. I think that's just such a powerful thing, and I wanted to get it across to you guys in a way that you could respond to it, and hopefully you will partner with us and be very generous. We need your help. There's more need coming. Again, the hardest hit parts of the island still don't have power. Bridges are out. We don't know what we don't know yet, but the stories will continue to come. How much need there is, and this is stuff that's going to take days and weeks and maybe even months for people to dig themselves out and get themselves back to normal. And we just are calling for everybody who's within my voice and hopefully you will share this video everywhere, and hopefully you will encourage others to be generous. Give of your time, give of your money. Pray for us. Pray for the people of Puerto Rico, guys. Prayer is powerful. It's super, super powerful. I found myself just on my knees this morning praying for everyone here in Puerto Rico and praying for these relief efforts and these heroes that are going out to find people and meet them in their need, and to pray for Yami and to pray for all of these other efforts that are happening right now. This is an island-wide community, and there's this massive, massive need, and we need you to be generous. We've got several links below here where you can do that, where you can partner with Global Focus and Rio Rico and help with the hurricane relief efforts and just funding people who are literally going into the streets, going into the most hard-hit areas and finding need, and then hopefully pitching in and solving it, whether that be cutting down trees and digging people out of where they're stuck in their houses, they just can't get out, or bringing people water, because even though the water has supposedly come back to most of the island, it's still said that it's not drinkable and you can't drink it unless you boil it. Well, there's a problem because over half of the island still doesn't have power. We've got family, we've got friends. These are people that we're worried about. So it's people like you, it's generous, fast-acting people like you that are going to be vital to the health and well-being and the recovery of the island of Puerto Rico. We really encourage and invite and love that you would come alongside of us and help us support all of these people that are in need. Pray for the people of Puerto Rico. Pray that God would be with the heroes that are going out to meet people in their need and provide care, comfort, food, shelter, all of these things. There's so many needs. We've picked just a few where we feel like we can help, where we feel like we can support and raise money for. Hopefully you guys will share this video everywhere. This is the most important video we've ever done, guys. Thank you and God bless.